Hello farmers, welcome back to Green Mountain Forest. Second day of summer, we're supposed to be cutting grass. Well, not today. And really after looking at the forecast, I'm not sure I'll be cutting grass at all this summer. Yeah, it's the forecast is looking kind of nasty. Let's dip right into the forecast here. So today it's roughly almost actually what time is it? I don't know. But it's raining. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. You can see it's going to clear up, but then again later on today, rain. Tuesday looks okay until about the midday, then an afternoon shower. Wednesday looks to be pretty decent. Thursday rain, Friday rain. So drying potential today, not good. Maybe tomorrow, not at all. Maybe Wednesday. Wednesday 0% chance. So yeah, I guess maybe in a couple days. So yeah, here I am. Let me show you on the map what is going on kind of here. This is where we're at here, right here. Kind of down the sawmill. We're going to cut down towards the south a little bit. We are making way for the scrapyard. The scrapyard wants to come in anytime. He said we're ready. So we're not ready. And since I can't really cut grass, here we are. Cutting down trees again. So what's going on, you may ask? Well, I'm not the only one working on a rainy day. Shane is up at our farm putting down the sheep farm. So, wow, I left a lot of that tree there. So yeah, he's up there working. He said it shouldn't take him long today. He's got like 50 guys there. 50 workers up there putting it down. So it shouldn't take him too long to put it down. I have sold all the logs and paid Shane for the sheep pasture. So yeah, we'll go up there later on today at some point and have a look-see. It looks pretty good. Am I going to get the sheep right away? Well, I probably could now because it's raining. I'm pretty sure if the water trough is in place, the water trough is filling with water. So the town is also putting in a fire hydrant up at the store by the power plant. I figured a fire hydrant would probably be a good idea for the store and the barn area with hay in it. That might be a pretty good idea to have like a fire hydrant up there. You never know. You never know. You got machinery going into a barn with a lot of dry grass and straw. Probably a good idea to have a fire hydrant nearby. You never know. So also maybe in the future, maybe a fire department. But right now, no. So anyways, we're down here. We're going to start clearing away. Again, the footprint for this is going to need to be pretty decent size. So I got to cut down a lot of trees. Same stories you heard before. Man, I got to bring the case Puma down here already and like get rid of some of these stumps. So yeah, we're kind of going downhill, which doesn't help me out too much. Oops. So I also had to cut down more trees around our farm as well last night. I did not have enough room for the sheep pasture to go down that me and Shane talked about. Shane actually came back to the farm last night. We discussed it. He said, this is what we need to do. We did it, or I did it, and now I'm pushing my case Puma with a tree log, which is not the best thing I should be doing. So it's one of these things. Yeah, I got to get something started down here. Looks like I'm going to get some wood chips today, I think, because I'm not getting down low enough to the ground at all with this thing. It's hard to see the base. So yeah, I ended up selling all the wood. Yeah, so you're probably wondering the landscaping. Yeah, the landscaping is not... we did a quick look around, and yeah, it wasn't as level as you thought it was. The farm, the shed, is up a little bit higher than where the sheep pasture was going to go. So yeah, they're going to do some landscaping as well. That's already kind of done anyway. So I think it was up to like $260,000. And after paying for the sheep pasture and paying the county to come put a fire hydrant in, anything else I did that I probably may have forgotten about? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I also told Cletus at Hazard County that, you know, sheep anytime within the next day or so would be fine. I really want to set up a pond as well, but I gotta wait for the sheep pasture to be put down before I can set up a pond. And then of course I gotta make a little bit of a trough to get to the river so the pond can be fed by the river to the other side of the county. Alright, so all I know is I'm just trying to get down off the road here a little bit. Oh man, this is gonna be kind of rough here. Cannot see where this tree is at all. Well, I can see the tree, but I cannot see the stump area. Yeah, I'm leaving a lot of these kind of high. The good news is I am building up some cash. We still have a pretty decent sized loan, so I need to be careful of forgetting about the loan. I could pay off some of it, right? If I were to pay off everything I could, I'd actually get the loan below $1 million. But I may need to buy a trailer. Although the county could say I could use the dump truck whenever, so if I need to use that, maybe I'll just use that instead of buying the trailer. And we may use that today. Maybe we'll sell some wood chips, because I am leaving a lot of these tree stumps on the high side. So I asked the couple, it's just a family, husband and wife that want to run the scrapyard, what the requirements are for the scrapyard. And they said they really need flat ground, so I'm probably going to have to do some landscaping down here. And they said they really need a solid foundation because, you know, they're going to be doing scrap metal. So yeah, it's going to cost me some cash. I think it's relatively flat down here, he says. So we'll have to see how it goes, like always. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping to be doing some mowing today with our new equipment. It is up at the shop. I kind of probably should go grab it at some point, maybe in a little while. If I don't, the way my tree cutting's starting to go right now, it's kind of bad. But I probably should go get that stuff out of there for Wayne so it's not blocking his store area. Although, maybe he doesn't mind. Maybe he's kind of like displaying off some equipment. So, I mean, yeah, we got the Baler and the class mower, butterfly mower set up there. Yeah, I think it's time to bring the Case Puma on in and strip down some of these stumps. The good news is, we're not that far from the sawmill, so when I load up the truck, it's not too far. So at first it will be just a scrapyard, and eventually there will be a sell point here for some grain. The deal is with them is they're going to pay me a fee every day, because they, you know, I guess they're unsure of how long they're going to be here, so they're going to pay me every day a fee to be able to have the scrapyard here. The reason why I'm charging them I wouldn't say quite a bit, but enough is, you know, with scrapyard you're dealing with you know, fluids from vehicles that can get into the ground, a lot of environmental problems that could arise. So, you know, it's kind of a hazard I'm taking on a little bit. So by charging them extra, hopefully they're careful about it, and if there is ever a problem, well, I got paid enough money to take care of it. We're also almost right in the right section where all the trees are on the side of the hill here that need to be taken care of as well. So I probably will do that as well today, or this morning. Yeah, these floating trees. I think that needs to be taken care of if I can grab the Case Puma. So I think what I'll have to do here, the one thing it is doing though, before I forget, I mean, this truck was really filthy, but with it raining, it's kind of washing the vehicles a little bit. So, you know, a little bit of a bonus today. Can't mow the grass and make hay bales, but yeah, we are getting the vehicles kind of washed. Let's go ahead and switch that to the right. Start picking up some of these. start clearing away on down for the future scrap metal area, which at some point will also be a sell point for grain. Not that we have any, but in the future it will be. Well, a little progress has been made. Well, actually, a lot of progress has been made. Just doesn't look like it. I took care of actually all the trees that were floating in the road. I did that with the wood chipper, actually, or the stump grinder, whatever you want to call it. So that's getting like pretty well full of some wood chips. Cleared out the logs that were in the road and took those to the sawmill. And now I am back down here once again, trying to figure out if it's flat as I thought it was, and no, it's not. So, I mean, it's going and going. How's it going? I don't know. It's, I mean, we got like a road, access road to come down here. I don't know how well that's going to go. And it's basically in the shape of a football field is what they kind of want to see. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still not flat. So it's going to cost me, and I don't know if I want to come way down here just to do a sell point. Actually, it looks like it's steeper as I go along there, so maybe it's not as flat as I thought. Looks like the landscaping tool is going to be put to use, so maybe I'll just start going. Wow, it's not flat in here at all, is it? It looked like it was kind of flat. I think if I stay up kind of like right alongside the road here, it's relatively flat in here. It's not too bad. So yeah, I think I need to start cutting towards the sawmill. Yeah. That's what we're gonna have to do, and then see how it goes. Kind of like the same way I was doing with the sheep farm, is then we'll get out the quote-unquote blueprint, and we can kind of see roughly how that's gonna go. That's all you can kind of do when you kind of do a map from the start like we are, is you think you know what you need to do, so you just try it, and fingers crossed, hope for the best. But it is kind of good that we have that Volvo truck back there for the wood chipper. I can unload the wood chips right into that and bring it right on down to the sawmill. So I did get a text from Shane a little while ago. Things have gone well at the farm. They're making great progress. Not much to do there, they said. So they should be done roughly around the noon hour. So I'm thinking I just go ahead and tell Cletus to, bring the sheep in probably this afternoon if he can, if he's not doing anything. Maybe it's raining there as well, and he's not doing anything. I don't know. It's Cletus. I don't ask questions, so. I'm thinking just 4 sheep to start with and go from there. So I don't have no animal transporter because I'm just gonna pretty much buy them, raise the 4 I have, get the wool that I have. And we're going to have to stock the wool because there's no one that's going to buy it yet. So the first place that probably would buy it would be this scrapyard. If they get a sell point in. I don't know if they'll be the first ones to get one in or not. It is going to cost me a little bit of a pretty penny to get this in here. I might be fooled with a landscaping tool. One thing about landscaping, sometimes you think you know what's going to cost you, then you start flattening it out, and it's like, oh, wait, where'd all my money go? Yeah, you spent it all on landscaping, dude. That's where it went. I originally thought today when I saw it was going to rain, I thought I would clear out more logs around our farm, so we have more grass to cut for the sheep and store up some hay. But I thought it was best just to get out of the hair of Shane so they have the room to put down the sheep farm today. I mean, they started last night, but I don't want to be there cutting trees and moving all my stuff around. They got equipment going in and out of there as well. So I'm trying to stay out of their hair. Plus, I get a little bit of a jump start on this place here. Because like I said, we have no place to sell wool at this point. It's kind of a weird combo of a scrapyard and a sell point for anything, what have you. I wonder if they'll take bales as well. Well, I wouldn't mind having a little competition with Three Brothers just to make sure I do get a good price. But the Three Brothers have been pretty good to me so far, and, you know, it kind of goes both ways, so I'll probably just bring my bales there. Because if I don't, you know, if they don't have business for the bales, then, you know, they might not be able to stick around. Meanwhile, the places like the Scrapyard will be taking any kind of grain and the wool, and in the future, probably some eggs. Yep, not a good day for drying grass. Double negatives up there, and it's not looking good for a couple days. I'm not sure about this down here. I mean, it looks like it does smooth out a little bit more. We'll get it cleared out a little by little. And if it's going to rain like this all day, I might be here for a while. And I'll probably do a lot of it off camera. I know when I originally started the series, so I'll probably do everything on camera. But yeah, at the beginning stages, we're doing a lot of tree cutting. And it is good to see a little bit of progress on the farm, which we have been doing. I think what we'll do here is after I cut this tree, which I thought it was lined up, we'll get the case puma down here, clean up some stumps, and I'll kind of see what the footprint looks like for down here, see how big of an area I actually do need. And I am going to have to make sure the ground is really flat, because it doesn't terraform the ground around it. And once I place it, I can't change the texture underneath it either, so I have to make sure that I do all that before I place it. So it's going to be a little tricky. Yep, so now that we're up here, you can kind of see all the hanging trees that were along this little cliff line here. I don't know if you want to call this a cliff, but that took care of those. I said, you know what, instead of trying to cut down the trees with a tree harvester, I'm going to have to take care of the stumps with the wood chipper. So why don't I just take the wood chipper over and just grind them on up? So that's what I did. And that's why we are now have 30,000 liters. I think it's 30, yeah, somewhere around 30,000 liters of wood chips. I think it was maybe like 5 trees I did, somewhere in about there. And it's no surprise also that as I go around the map and sometimes I terraform and do stuff, it's like, hey, there's a tree stump here that you missed. Yeah, no kidding. So maybe next episode we might have some sheep. The positive side about it being summer is only getting 4 sheep. I should have more than enough grass in their pasture for them to be fed. If not, I guess I can go see Three Brothers to see if they could get me some hay bales. I mean, it'd be great if I could make my own. I think I'm going to be a little bit surprised. I know this area is definitely not big enough for the scrap metal yard that we need to place down here. I just hope I'm not too surprised of how much bigger it actually is. If this area here covers even a quarter of it, I'll be happy. Like I said, we'll have to do some terraforming for sure. Be a busy little beaver rest of the day with it keep raining like this. I'll just sit here and clear out the whole area for the scrapyard and get that in, and you know, that'll be just more income for us. Although I need to be careful, they really haven't signed the contract yet, so I may get this down. They may say nope. not coming, but I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure. I think what we'll do is after I clear these out and before we do the blueprint is we'll grab the Volvo dump truck and we'll bring that over. I don't know how many liters that dump truck holds. I think it holds actually 200,000 liters. Then we'll try the blueprint and then maybe take the case Puma on up to the store and get the butterfly mower and the baler out of the yard for Wayne. So if I park this like this, and we'll run down here and get the dump truck. Keys should be in it, because I left them there. And we'll go sell some wood chips. Make a little bit of cash. If we're not going to make hardly at all. Wood chips on hard economy really suck. Really suck. But it's a little bit of a profit. If you are wondering what wheel loader this is part of the class DLC. And I think I think you had to pre-order it to get this paint scheme. What paint scheme is it? Because someone did email me and ask me where I got this from. Wheel loaders. Where are wheel loaders? I'm looking right at them, right? So it's a Torian 1940 Dev Mule. That's what it is. So it's just a little bit more expensive than the Torian 1940, as you can see. Nothing too special about it. It's just the paint scheme. Basically, what they would do is when they're developing something, they would just throw in a paint scheme on there. So if people were to happen to get a glimpse of it, they may not know what it is. That's the theory behind it, from what I heard. That's why it's painted like that. This thing has a decent little horn on it. Alright, I should be able to drive right by this thing. Well, not drive by, I should like pause for a second. Wow, this thing doesn't seem like it has that big of a capacity. I thought it was 200,000 liters. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because when the county purchased the dumper, they did not upgrade the capacity because they thought, why would they need it? That's my theory behind it. Oh, yeah. Let's go sell these wood chips. I do find it interesting, though, this does not take any DEF fuel, but this is not an on-road vehicle. This is more like an off-road vehicle, so maybe it doesn't require DEF fuel. Okay, yeah, got to get used to the steering on this here. Wait, so I turn it. All right, yeah, there we go. It's like I never drove before. All right, let's watch that money skyrocket. Come on, give me like $2,000 at least. That'd be decent of you. If I get $2,000, I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I may have gotten $3,000. Nope, 1 point. 1 point. I'm saying it like it's in millions or hundred. 1780 is what we got. Ah, lovely wood chips. Definitely probably selling logs would be better if I did those trees, but they were kind of a pain. I actually had to drive the case Puma up on the cliff above it and wood chip the trees down that way. Let's park this. I can't keep parking everything around here because it's not that big of an area to be making turnarounds, although it's not too bad. But you can kind of see like a little bit of a road going down there leading towards a scrapyard. I'll just park it here for now because I may need this again later. Alright, let me go to the Volvo truck, the other Volvo truck. That's where the blueprint is. and we'll see what we're looking at. Well, yeah, this thing is rather on the big side. It's kind of hard to see because I'm flickering on all the trees around here, but yeah, you can kind of see the road coming down here. And am I even doing a quarter of it? Maybe an eighth of it is what we've done so far. Maybe an eighth of it. Yeah, I also need to get to the mod file because I misread how much I get per an hour on this thing, and I'm not going to put this down. Basically, right now the mod as is, it's $50,000 an hour. Wait, I was going to show you what it was here. I might as well show you what it looks like because I probably will put it down, but I will modify. I'm not going to get $50,000 an hour. That's just ridiculous. Did I go by it? No, right here. Placeable scrapyard, junkyard. Only $100 to put it down, $4 a day, and if you click on it, $50,000 an hour. I'll have to go in there and modify that to what does solar panels bring in? I'm able to do what the solar panels bring in. Solar panels, hello solar panels, anywhere. $280 an hour, so I could probably do something like that. I'll charge them like $280 an hour. The other thing we might be putting down, well, I'm not going to show you everything that's in there. Why would I? That kind of ruins the fun. You may have seen some things in there. Some things I may use, some things I may not. Let's go ahead and start up this, and we'll drop that. So that's a little concerning that I only got like an eighth of the area probably cleared out. I mean, I get to cut down more trees, which will bring in more money, which will help probably pay for the landscaping. Landscaping bill might be expensive. And then, like I said, we'll have to modify how much we get per hour. $50,000 an hour to me is, that will ruin a lot of the fun in it. But anywho, we're headed to the store. I think we'll get the mowers out of there first. And then we'll come back up and grab the baler. As far as I know, the fire hydrant should be put down. So I have a place to grab water if need be. Because I was thinking, well, if I do get the sheep, I said, wait a minute, now I have no place to get water. Yep, there's a fire hydrant put in right there. So we have an access to get some water. Here is our equipment. So here are the class mowers. I'm just going to go in and probably talk to Wayne for a second just to let him know I'm here to pick up the stuff. And I'll be back for the baler very shortly. I do see these class mowers around the farms that I have. Not that I have. Around where I live. Let me just go tell Wayne that, yeah, thanks for getting the stuff for us. And I'll be back for the baler. Every time I go in there, I leave the engine running. And this time it's an hour and a half I was in there. Shane showed up, and apparently they're just about done with the sheep farm. He said probably by the time I get down there and come back and grab the baler and get back, yeah, it shall be done. So I thought that's good. Yeah, we're just going ahead and put this into our shed that we first put down. They got all the sheds up at the sheep farm already, so there's storage in there. And the good thing is it's kind of raining, so we should be able to see if the rain's going through. Ooh, are these going to fit underneath here? Oh, you can see the sheds. I may have to put the mower in there. Is that going to fit in here? Ooh, just barely. And I guess I'm putting it in this bay. I don't know why. This is what I backed up to. So yeah, I mean, I could cut the grass right now. And, well, I can't really sell grass. I guess I'll just put that there. Sure, why not? Yeah, I mean, I don't have a windrower. But I mean, I could cut the grass, windrow it, and then buy a wrapper, or lease a wrapper, and sell the silage bales at Three Brothers. What? Yeah, what? That's right, you can't see the prices in here. You gotta go here to here. And hopefully today is showing. So it looks like the silage price today, we're looking at, we'll call that like around $60. And if we were to do hay, well, the price is roughly the same there as well. So you can see these days right here in springtime, we have no place to sell that stuff, so it's not going to show up on the market. So yeah, the price is not that great. Obviously, I think playing on other maps with seasons, I think if we wait until winter, that's the best time to sell the hay and silage. I don't think I'm going to get into silage for a while until I see what the prices are. Of course, the only place we can sell it right now is at Three Brothers. So here is the Coon Baler. It's only going to take 4,000 liter bales. I did not modify it to take the 8,000 liter bales. I guess it all depends on how much grass we actually start making. If we start making a lot of grass, I can always go bring it back to the store and have it modified for 8,000 liters. Let's go ahead and put this in our shed. So not only do we get a sheep farm or sheep pasture, I'll just keep calling it a whole bunch of different things so we actually get a name for it. We also get some places to put some equipment. But this one here, this one that we put down, they will produce manure. So nice, tall. Wow, you know what I just thought of? All those words. If I come into, is it baling technology? If we come on down here and buy, where are you? This autoloader. So this autoloader, when it unloads, of course it stands up and then unloads the bales. That would work right in here. I can stand them right up. And it does not rain through the roof. So that's a good thing. So if you come around here, I don't know what I'll put. Maybe I can put, I don't know, is this a spawn point for the wool? I have no idea. If not, I can put like the extra pallets there. So yeah, here we are. That's where the sheep will go. I did check this out on a seasons on a different map and scrolled through. These trees do not change colors or lose their leaves. At least they did on that map. Yeah, so I'm thinking, and the reason why I don't want to set up the water triggers yet, because when I put the pond down, I want to put the pond down like right about here, and then make a little stream going out to the river. I hope, I don't know what the range is of these things, but I want the turn-off valve, I want the pipe to kind of be in the water and on land as well. So one half of it in the water, the other half on land, to make it look like it's actually pumping out of the pond. And then of course, yeah, we're getting plenty of water, but then again, there's no sheep. So, and this is where the grass will go. Now, you can come in. This is where the gate is. Opens and closes. Ta-da! These open and, I thought these open and closed. Did they not? I thought they did. Apparently they don't. Does this open? Okay, I'm wrong. So yeah, these bales here are just for show, by the way. Nothing actually there. So I can even store the hay bales in here if I wanted to, which is pretty good. And you can see there's no rain coming through here either. So this pasture will hold 40 sheep. I think we're just going to get 4. I don't know what the X's are for on the buildings. I mean, they're not X's. Actually, I mean, it's like wood X's. Decoration, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's holding the stone together. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to ask Shane what the heck's going on there. Yeah, so the plan is, and I do need to, by the way, this is where the wool, I believe, spawns right here. There's a couple trees back here that got awfully close, but I can come in with a tree harvester later to take them out. But yeah, at some point, pretty soon, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make a pond here. And I don't have to cut the trees all the way to the edge of the map, but we're going to make like a little stream to make it like it hooks up to that river down there. Yeah, the river's way lower than we are, but use your imagination. So I don't have to go too far with it. Like I said, I don't have to cut down all the trees. I just have to make it look like there's a stream feeding the pond here. And then I should be able to, if I need water for anything else, but yeah, this thing right here should be able to give the sheep some water. So maybe I'll do that in the afternoon, since I see how much work I got to do on said scrap metal area. But it's too bad with the rain. I could be making some hay bales, but I think there's enough grass there for 4 sheep. As long as I can make some hay bales before winter with only 4 sheep, I think we should be able to get through. But yeah, the farm is starting to come along. My house is starting to look like a little on the cheap side. Yeah, still a lot of work to do, but I think maybe what I'll do is for the rest of today, maybe I will work on the scrap metal plant. And then next episode, which might be the 3rd day of summer, we will come down here with the tree harvester, cut out some of these trees in here, terraform, make a little bit of a pond, or dig a hole for the pond, make a trench for the river, and yeah, make ourselves a nice little water area for the sheep. And maybe Cletus will have delivered the sheep by then. I don't know. He said he'd be here this afternoon. Fingers crossed it's afternoon, so sometime soon. I'll leave the gate open so you can put them on in there. And yeah, the manure should spawn right here. So I will have manure, so maybe in the future I could do like a greenhouse, which I could feed myself off of, which would be nice. But I think that's what we're going to end up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on Green Mountain Forest. But until then, have a good one.